Hello. So I really want to talk about a major source of conflict in most relationships, and that is unmet expectations. I kind of shared the story in a couple of different places, but in graduate school, we had the opportunity to go visit other therapists in the community who were more seasoned and get to see where they worked and the populations they treated. And there was this one guy who always stuck out to me because he worked a lot with couples, and he asked our entire class, what do you think is the number one source of conflict? And we're all throwing out different answers, and he says no to all of them, and he says it's unmet expectations. And that has always stuck out to me over these years because I think it's important, and whether I'm working with an individual or about like a non-romantic relationship, or whether I'm working with an individual client on a romantic relationship, I always like to explore what were your hopes, what were your expectations, what were your dreams, and just different things like that. And of course, there's some nuances to all those different things, but I think a lot of times expectations we didn't even realize we had a certain expectation, and other times we're fully aware, but sometimes we get rigid with that just with life changing and different things like that. And so it's something good to kind of think about. I heard this one quote that I think is from Esther Perel, either that or she was quoting someone else, but she said something to the effect that expectations are just resentments waiting to happen. And I think in many ways we can learn from that, and just kind of mull that over and what does that mean to us. And on the other hand, I do think it's okay to have some expectations in relationships in terms of how you are treated with kindness and respect and personal integrity and that kind of thing. Not to say that we don't have our moments, but in general to expect that we are treated well in a relationship, but maybe not expect that someone is going to be the same on year 1 as they are in year 40, or to expect that, well, this is how we've decided our lifestyle is going to be, and so that's what we're going to do. And if someone loses their job or whatever, and we don't have the flexibility to go back to budget or things like that, then we could really, like, for example, get into a lot of debt and all of that, which again, the couple ends up fighting about money. And again, it's not really about that. It might be about the expectations. And so so many different examples there. But I think the main thing I would just encourage you is just to have some self-awareness about what are your expectations, either that are already kind of out there, or maybe they're implied or assumed. Maybe you knew that they were there, maybe you didn't know that those expectations were there, but it's just something good to think about and talk about with your partner and just kind of see where it goes. All right, thanks for listening.